Iran Khodro Industrial Group, also known as IKCO, is the leading Iranian vehicle manufacturer, with headquarters in Tehran. The company's original name was Iran National. IKCO was founded in 1962 and it produced 688,000 passenger cars in 2009. IKCO manufactures vehicles, including Samand, Peugeot and Renault cars, and trucks, minibuses and buses. History and development. Founding. Iran Khodro was founded by Ahmad Kayami, with registered in the capital of 100 million RLS, on August 29, 1962. Akbar Kayami, Ahmad Kayami, Mahmoud Kayami, Mati Kayami and Zohar Soudi Dashti, in Ekbatan World in Tehran. Name. The word Khodro means automobile in Persian, hence Iran Khodro means Iran automobile. Structure. Iran Khodro Industrial Group is a public joint stock company with the objective of creation and management of factories to manufacture various types of vehicles and parts as well as selling and exporting them. It produces vehicles under 13 brand names. Size and production. The company has become the largest vehicle manufacturer in the Middle East, Central Asia and North Africa. In Iran, it is the largest vehicle manufacturing company, having an average share of 65% of domestic vehicle production. In 1997, IKCO broke its own production record by producing 111,111 units of various passenger cars and vans. By 2006, Iran Khodro was producing 550,000 vehicles. The opening of the Counter Euro 1 registered trademark S largest car assembly plant in Tsavi Khorasan in July 2008 is expected to increase capacity with the ability to turn out 100,000 vehicles per annum by late 2009. However, it will not necessarily increase production. Iran Khodro, the largest car manufacturer in the Middle East, produced 774,965 units of passenger cars and commercial vehicles in 2010 and aims to produce and market 850,000 cars in 2011. Certifications. Iran Khodro has qualified for ISO 9001 from a WTUV, Germany, as well as many other health, safety, and environment certificates including ISO 14001 and OHSAS 18001. The company has also obtained ChorV, TSE, GOST and some other important standard certification for its different productions. Products and relationships. For more than 3 decades, Iran Khodro produced the Paykan, a car developed from the Roots Group's Roots Arrow range, best known as the Hillman Hunter. Paykan saloon car production was discontinued in 2005, almost 30 years after the end of Arrow production in Britain. A pickup version is still in production. Bardo pickup version of Paykan, will be replaced by a new pickup from Samand family. Iranian-designed IKCO Samand, replaces the dated Paykan as Iran's national car, and features a part Iranian-designed CNG petrol dual-fuel engine in its Soran variant. The firm has a long-term relationship with European and Asian manufacturers including PSA Peugeot Citroën, manufacturing and assembling a number of the models under license from these firms. In 2009, Peugeot 206, Peugeot Pars, Peugeot 405, Peugeot Roe, and Samand sedans were IKCO's export-bound cars sent to Azerbaijan, Iraq, Armenia, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Syria and Afghanistan. As at 2012, IKCO products incorporate 5 to 10% of components imported from France. IKCO's parts imports from Peugeot accounted for €1 million per year. Iran has reached 98% of self-sufficiency in producing Peugeot 405 parts and 75% in Peugeot 206 parts. Renault Pars is in charge of the engineering, quality control, part supply, logistics, managing sales policies as well as marketing and customer services for Renault products in Iran, and IKCO is one of its main shareholders that produces Tonda for the domestic market. Renault Pars is a joint venture, 51% of which belongs to Renault of France. 49% of Renault Pars shares is jointly held by Iran's Industrial Development and Renovation Organization, IKCO and SEIPA. The company was established in 2003. IKCO also manufactures trucks, buses and E-Class passenger cars under license from Mercedes-Benz. In a joint venture with Daimler AG, Iran Khodro is to start production of sophisticated 900-class Mercedes-Benz engines. Daimler states that Iranian-made engines will be exported to Germany. Among Asian automotive manufacturers, IKCO is cooperating with Suzuki. Producing Suzuki Grand Vitara in IKCO's site in Khorasan, IKCO will produce Suzuki Kaizashi. In 2012, IKCO announced that at least 3% of the company's sales will be allocated to research and development. As of 2015, the company's 7-year strategic plans for product development are in body design, die making, suspension, powertrain, trim and car electronics. Production sites IKCO has 12 production sites around the globe, 6 sites in within borders of Iran and 6 other in IKCO's main export markets. In its 5-year future growth perspective, IKCO envisions an annual manufacturing capacity of 3 million units, with exports of 1 million units per year. Domestic plants, foreign sites. Export markets. The company won the annual National Prize for Export Activities in years 2006, 2007. Russia, Syria, Turkey, Iraq, Azerbaijan, Ukraine, Egypt, Algeria and Bulgaria are among the most important target markets for the group. Since Iran Khodro Group new movement through international markets in year 2004, the company has exported more than 150,000 units of cars in different classes and models to other countries mainly in the Middle East and CIS region. Export opportunities are restricted to relatively low volumes with $60 million worth of cars exported in 2007. By this Iran Khodro has ranked as 24th company among 100 top companies in Islamic world in year 2008. The company has exported about 35,000 cars in year 2009. The company exported 40,000 units in 2010, including 30% of the total production of its Samand model. IKCO intends to export 9% of its output in 2011, amounting to 75,000 vehicles, before reaching 16% in exports by 2014. The company plans to increase its annual exports to more than 600,000 cars by 2016. IKCO also hopes to take a 51% share of the Iranian market in 2011, while improving the quality of its products. Iran Khodro is currently exporting its productions to almost 40 countries all around the world. Passenger car range IKCO Samand. The Iranian national car. Codenamed X7 during development. Its selling price starts at $14,500 in Turkey. Samand LX. A modified version of the basic Samand with better equipment and better outlook, Samand SE. A modified version of the Samand LX with minor interior changes aiming to improve the car's overall quality. The car also comes with different taillights, Samand Zaya. A longer wheelbase version of the Samand with enhanced equipment. Samand Soran, a new model of Samand. Iran's first passenger car achieving Euro 3 emission standard and with a new more efficient engine management system. An electric version of Soran was produced in 2010. The electric Samand can travel 200 km before it needs recharging. Samand Soran ELX. A new model of Soran which has lots of changes applied to it compared to its main model Soran, like safety features such as passenger airbag, 3-point seat belts for rear passengers. It is powered by the most powerful Iranian national engine which can produce 156 horsepower with 210 Nm of torque. Its engine has passed Euro 4 emission standard. It offers new technologies like using nanotechnology for cloth of his seats and the dashboard. Runner. IKCO's second national car / all Iran-made car. Codenamed X12 during development and based on the modified 206 SD platform. Dena. The car's estimated price is $1,000 for the ELX luxury model and $1,000 for the LX model. The mid-size four-door Class D sedan has an Iranian-built EF7 turbocharged engine that produces 150 horsepower and a fuel efficiency rating of 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. The car will be equipped with driver, front passenger a Euro 1 registered trademark S, and side airbags, as well as front and rear ABS disc brakes. IKCO plans to manufacture 35,000 units of Dena in 2012. 80,000 units in 2013 and 100,000 units between 2015 and 2017. IKCO Horizon Peugeot Peugeot 206. A saloon version of the 206, the Peugeot 206 SD also co-developed with Peugeot in year 2005. Peugeot 207i. By 2011, IKCO produced about 15,000 to 20,000 units Peugeot 207i. The production of 207i stopped in 2012 during relation cut between IKCO and Peugeot because of international sanctions against Iran. Peugeot 405. Available in saloon trims Gleam GLX and Estate trim GLX, Peugeot 407. As CBU, Peugeot Pars. Initially called the Peugeot Persia. Changes include a redesigned front and modernized rear, Peugeot Road. Chassis and drivetrain are similar to the older Pacan but the outer body shell and appearance resemble a 405. Production of this car had been halted. Peugeot Aurora. Modified version of Peugeot Road, production of Peugeot Aurora is going to halt. Renault Dacia Logan. Both IKCO and SEAT produce the car as Tonda 90. Suzuki Grand Vitara, compact SUV which is divided to different four main models, 2000 cc's engine with 4-speed automatic gearbox, 2000 cc's engine with 5-speed manual gearbox, 2400 cc's engine with 5-speed automatic gearbox, 2400 cc's engine with 5-speed manual gearbox. EF family engines. IKCO is self-sufficient in mass powertrain production, without any foreign assistance. IKCO plans to produce more than 300,000 EF7 and Tu-5 Iran-designed economy engines in 2010. Iran Khodro started to design a new range of engines for its products in 2007 in a joint with FEV of Germany. The first EF series engine officially shown to the public in 2008 is EF7 which is currently powering Samand LX car in Iran. EF7 turbocharged engines were initially shown to the public in mid-2009 and will be installed on Soran ELX by last 2010. Other EF series engines named EF4 and EFD engines design are finished and they are being tested for mass production by Iran Khodro. In November 2009, Iran Khodro unveiled its new national diesel engine with fuel consumption of 5 liters per 100 kilometers in combined cycle. The engine has achieved emission standard of Euro 5, featuring a diesel particulate filters as well as a new exhaust gas recirculation. The 1.5-liter turbo diesel uses advanced technology to deliver strong power and torque of 300 Nm. Iran Khodro has designed the EF4 and EFD itself in consultation with some expert engine designers. Subsidiary companies, Supplying Automotive Parts Company, SAPCO had been established in 1993 to manage the supplying chain of automotive parts in IKCO, with the main aim of being the best and most respected supplier of automotive parts and technical services. SAPCO also helps its suppliers to improve the quality of their products. IKCO Spare Parts and After Sales Services Company. IKCO Spare Parts and After Sales Services Company was founded in 1977. ISACO is providing after-sales services and supplying spare parts for IKCO products throughout the country. ISACO Kish is one of the subordinate companies of ISACO which is assigned with the task of supplying after-sales services to IKCO vehicles in the international markets. In 2011, 37% of the needed spare parts were globally outsourced and ISACO aims to reduce this amount to 23%. Iraq, Belarus, Russia, Ukraine, Venezuela, Senegal, Algeria and Tunisia are the main target markets for ISACO, Iran Khodro Powertrain Company. IPCO was established in 1998. The main activity of this engineering services company is in the field of powertrain, including design and development, testing, adjusting, product engineering, and quality assurance processes in mass production and design production. This subsidiary of IKCO is competent in other fields such as designing, installing and commissioning of testing equipments of automotive parts, engines and vehicles as well. TAM Company. This subsidiary of IKCO was founded with name Gati Sazani Mujarab in 1997 with the aim of creating cutting edge has been changed to TAM Company in 1998. The company has designed and completed projects of the Saymond production line in Syria, Venezuela and Senegal without help of foreign companies, relying on its own knowledge and technology. In 2012, TAM won Iran's Most Admired Knowledge Enterprise Award. Saymond Investment Company. Saymond Investment Company was established as a corporation in 2004 with the purpose of the identification of investment opportunities, analysis and evaluation of the stock market and creating income for shareholders. Iran Khodro Rail Transport Industries Company. IRICO was established by Iran Khodro Investment Development Company in 2003 to manufacture railway rolling stock. IRICO produces metro wagon, railbus, light rail vehicle and monorails. In March 2011, TOS-e Tarabarali Iranian company acquired RICO from Iran Khodro. Iran Khodro Diesel Company. Iran Khodro Diesel Company was established initially under the name of Khawar Industrial Group in early 1966. In 1999 Iran Khodro Company merged its bus and midi bus production lines with Khawar Industrial Group truck production lines together and the new company Iran Khodro Diesel, Public Joint Stock was established to manufacture different types of commercial vehicles for domestic and overseas markets. Iran Khodro Diesel Company exports its products to many countries. See also: Iranian automobile industry, list of Iranian companies. References. External links: Iran Khodro Industrial Group.